everybody, welcome back to Pixie Woo. In fact, welcome myself back to Pixie Woo because I have been MIA. I just haven't had the motivation to film for a couple of weeks, so I haven't filmed. But today I feel ready to film again. Me and my husband started a new house account and I'm really into it on Instagram. It's called Haste House and I'm really into it because I don't have to have makeup on, it's just fun. You know, we've done this for 11 years and I was a bit like, oh, I don't know what else to do. You know, what other makeup looks to do. Having a break is sometimes just so lovely to get you back to it. So I thought I'm going to do an affordable makeup tutorial for you today. Now, I don't know how, things aren't really affordable anymore. Everything seems to be reasonably expensive. And I live in a village, so I popped down to my local Boots, which is tiny, it's like a little shoebox, and it only had Rimmel and number 7 in there. So I only got 3 bits from there that I thought I would add to my video. But I had a little rummage through all my old drugstore makeup to check that it still is available. I mean old, it's been within this year anyway. To check that it's all still available because things churn and change so quickly, and everything that I've picked out is still available. So I'm going to do an affordable makeup tutorial and have a little chat while we do it. Yeah, I just have not had much motivation recently. Has anyone else felt like that? Like, I haven't even bothered to go to the gym. I have put my gym stuff on, had it on all day. In fact, I've still got my gym bra on and I've got a dress on with my gym leggings on and my gym trainers, and I just can't be asked to do anything. Please tell me other people are feeling like that. I keep putting it down to, you know, we had a spark of sun and all the flowers kind of bloomed early and then they've all wilted, and that's how I feel. I feel like I was like, yay, summer, oh, it's raining again. That's how I feel. So please tell me that you're feeling the same and I'm not on my own with this. Instead, I've been just watching Netflix. In fact, I've had to move to Amazon because the thing that I wanted to watch on Netflix isn't on there. I watched the whole of The Good Wife. I had watched quite a few seasons. Let me do some makeup as well. Had watched quite a few seasons before, but then if anyone watches The Good Wife, Will died and I was really, really peed off about it. So I stopped watching it. And then recently, this is going back like 4 years, recently I got back into it and I finished that. And then I was like, I'm going to take a little bit of Rimmel, Wake Me Up. I was like, what else can I watch now that is done? I'm so upset. And then someone told me about The Good Fight. Dead into it, can't stop watching it. Change of plan. I'm going to use a little bit of Kohl Radiant Boost. This is a primer, and I looked at the price for this. This is £9.09 at the moment. I think it's on offer, but it's a radiant primer which will still work. It's not too expensive and it will still give me a nice glow with my skin. So I'm going to pop that over my skin using my expert face brush. Also affordable. High quality brushes at affordable prices. I'm just going to buff that all the way over my skin. I need to start using a retinol around my eyes again. I'm getting quite a lot of lines here. And I don't want to have anything done around the eyes because it will just change my face a bit. So I need to start using some retinol there. I stopped using retinol because I got dermatitis around here and I didn't want to disrupt the face. In fact, I don't want to still, but I think I can start using it around the eyes and it'll be fine. And then over the top of the primer, which was the Kohl Radiant Boost primer, I'm going to take a little bit of Rimmel Wake Me Up. Anti-fatigue, vitamin C, yes please. All of the above. I'm actually going to use my MCS to do this because I always feel like that makes it a little bit dewier, and this one's damp. You can see it's quite swollen. But sometimes the drugstore foundations can look a little bit flat and matte on the skin. And by using it infused with a little bit of water, It's going to give it a nice glow. You could infuse it with a little bit of like a glowy primer spray or mist if you wanted to, but that's out of my budget for today's video. So that's a no-no for today. I'm just using my sponge to really build this product and keep it lovely and dewy, because sometimes they can look a bit flat. So the foundation I'm using is at the moment $8.99. It is Rimmel Wake Me Up Foundation Anti-Fatigue, and the colour that I'm using is 103 True Ivory, and it has an SPF of 20. Next in with some concealer. Now I have three favourite affordable concealers. One is Bourjois Healthy Mix. I also love their foundation, but it was slightly more expensive than the Rimmel one. The Maybelline Anti-Age Eye Erase is so lovely and actually goes in my day-to-day makeup bag. And also the Rimmel, this is the Wake Me Up Lasting Radiance, not Wake Me Up, it's just called Lasting Radiance concealer, is nice as well. This is the slightly cheaper one, and it is £6.49. The other two are both £8.99, but I think I am going to use this one, which is the Maybelline, as it already sits in my makeup bag. It's one that I really believe in, so I'm going to use that today. What colour am I going to use? Now, one of the other reasons I really like these Maybelline ones is they come in slight colour correcting. This one says brightening underneath, so it's a slightly pinkier undertone and it's meant to brighten the under eyes. But I'm going to go for nude. I'm going to pop that under my eye in the very corners here. I have a couple of blemishes here, so I'm going to push it over them. I tend to repeat what I do on one side on the other, even if I don't have the same skin problems on the other side. I like to repeat it so I know that I'm equal. Now I could use the sponge that it comes with, but it's already got too much product on, so I'm going to just take a deluxe crease brush and just buff that in, little circular motions so it's not disturbing it too much. And I tend to keep my concealer in the very corners of my eyes, because here is where my lines are, so it will crease. Although I like a tiny bit of concealer just here, because I have a little red line that goes there. My eyes, it must be where I sleep or something. So far my makeup has cost me £27.07. That's not including the brushes, but I'm trying to use the brushes from the Everyday Essentials, which I still have a few extra that I haven't used yet. So I've used the sponge and these two brushes so far, two brushes and the sponge so far, and that's £20 as well. So £47.07 already. Oh, it's quite expensive, isn't it? Obviously, it's not just a one-time use. You can use the things lots of times, but you know, it all mounts up quite quickly, doesn't it? Next, I'm going to move on to eyes. So I have got a sleek palette. This one is in a New Day 430, and it's got lots of nice colours in there, and that is bringing my price up to £36.06. But because I'm bringing out eyeshadows, it means I need to use eyeshadow brushes. So I am bringing out the Enhanced Eye Set by Real Techniques. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brushes in this one as well. And at the moment, this one is £16.23. So that's bringing my total up to £52.29. So I need to use a few of these eyeshadows to make it worthwhile. I'm going to take my medium shadow brush. Yes, medium shadow brush. And I think I'm going to use this one in the far corner here, because it looks like a good nude base colour for me. I like this brush because it fits perfectly into the socket bone. Now these palettes are £8.99. You can't go wrong with sleek palettes. I know you can get Morphe cheap and whatnot, but I do think the sleek ones are great. So there we have a nice base colour. I'm going to take a tiny bit of that just under my eye, because I get a little crease right under my eye here. So maybe it can help get rid of that. Then in with my Essential Crease Brush, and I think I might use these three mixed together, I think. I'm I'm just going to pop that in my socket line. Let the brush do most of the work for me. Sorry if that ticking is annoying you, it's bloody Queen behind me. Should I put her on the floor? Shut it, Queenie. Yeah. Just take that through the socket. I might go in with a slightly darker one on its own in the very corner. I'm just taking my liner brush and I've just dipped it in a little bit of water, and I'm going to get a small section of the brown, only a small section because I don't want it to kind of put a film over the top, and just use that just to wing out a tiny bit here. Just gives a really nice soft liner without having to buy another product. I'm then going to go in with the Barium Kohl pencil, and this is in brown and it's $2.99. It's actually in the number 2. I want to take that in my top waterline. I really like the Barium pencils. So it's just making that lash line a tiny bit thicker. Then in with some Rimmel Scandalise Reloaded Mascara, which is bringing our total with the pencil, the Barium pencil, up to £62.27. But this is quite a nice mascara, you know. Look, it's actually, I've got a little bit here, but it's not a mark. It's actually on a hair on my face. That's amazing. Some tweezers. Look. It was actually on a hair. I'm getting old. I've got hairs on my cheeks. I'm not getting old, I'm 40 next year, so. Actually, I'm 39 this year, so I'm not even 39 yet. But I'm already preempting that I'm 40 next year. Party! I was chatting to my sister about getting older, and we were saying how when you're like in your teens, everyone seems so old, it's ridiculous, and you're like, oh God, you're so old, I can't ever imagine being your age. And you're a little bit carefree, and then you hit your 20s and you have tons of friends, absolutely loads of friends, you're really carefree and go, well, this is me anyway, and you go out a lot. And then you hit your 30s and you decide, I don't need all these friends. You're thinking about kids more, if you haven't had them already. You're like, I don't need all these friends because actually I don't speak to a lot of them and my life has changed a little bit. So you have a complete cull of a lot of friends, and you get your kind of group of core friends, and you value your life a bit more because maybe you've had kids or whatnot, and you're like, oh my God, my life is more important than I realised. I have other people that rely on me that I need to look after, and you stop giving such a crap about who you know, about what people think about you as such. And then you hit your 40s and it's almost like you revert back to youth, because you're like, I don't actually care what anyone thinks. I'm an adult, I know what I'm doing, I don't care. It's so funny how you kind of go through these stages in your life. I wonder if anyone else has had the similar stages to us. Now I'm going to use this because I went to the shop and bought it. This is Rimmel Scandalise. Oh, it's going to up my price, isn't it? I'm going to wait because I don't want to make my price too spenny. Bronzer. That's not going to up my price too much, although I couldn't find a good bronzer that wasn't expensive, so I had to get a number 7 one, which annoyed me because the number 7 one was expensive. Where's my receipt? £12. I think that's quite expensive. So I'm going to use it, but it's going to up my price quite substantially. It's a duo one. Does it have a sponge or anything with it? No. It's a duo one, so I'm going to use my blush brush. I'm going to sweep through both because it's actually a really nice bronzer. Bronzer I keep to the highest points of the face. Oh, one's slightly shimmery. Well, that's going to help with the dryness of the foundation. I haven't powdered the foundation because it will make my skin look slightly matter and flatter, and I actually don't want that. I want a bit of a glow. Take this down the neck. It's actually a nice makeup, you know. So let's add £12.99 to my total. £75.26. I haven't even done brows, but luckily all the brow stuff from the drugstore or Boots or wherever are pretty crap. I did manage to get my hands on this L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, and I actually use this one and I like it, so I'm going to pop a little bit of that on just to define the brows a wee bit. I have cheated a little bit because my brows are obviously microbladed, but there's still not hairs where they're microbladed, so you can see where it's a little bit greyer where the foundation is. So this is L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. £6.99. £6.99 for a bit of brow. £82.25 thus far. Right, let's move on to lip. Now, actually, I really like these Bourjois lip velvets. They're so nice. The colours are lovely. Let me just show you. They come out really, really nicely. But I'm not into matte lips at the moment. I like a little bit of a glow. So this one actually has been in my makeup bag. This is a number 7 lip gloss kind of thing. It's a satin lipstick. And this is, how much is this? Number 7 lip is £9. But I like it because I don't have to wear a lip liner with it. And it gives a nice colour. It's easy to touch up. And I think it's just nice. It is in the colour, which is rubbed off. Daydreamer. I think that's really nice. Do you? Maybe it could do with a bit of lip liner, but I don't want to spend too much money, so I'm not going to use a lip liner with it. It looks maybe a bit pale, but let me add my £9. Now I'm in two minds. Do I use my Sleek Blush by 3 palette because I like this cream one in here? But it's $9.99. It takes me up to £99.25, and I don't really want to go. I would have to stop there. Or do I use a little touch of Vaseline on the top of my cheekbones to give it a lovely glow, and then take my lipstick, where have I put you, and put that on the apples of my cheeks? And I think I might try that. Where have I put my lipstick? Why do I keep losing everything? Someone's working against me today, and it's annoying me. The lipstick's not going to have much colour. Let's try the lipstick, shall we? I pop that on the apples of my cheeks. Might not have to use the Vaseline actually, because that might look really pretty pulled up here. That's nice, just giving a really lovely glow to the top of the cheekbones. And that's nice makeup, I think, and affordable. So there you have the finished makeup look. I actually really, really like it, and it's going to stay put really well on my skin. In fact, it's one of my favourite makeups that I've done for a while. It doesn't look too much. The lipstick on the top of the cheeks looks so lovely in the flesh. I don't know whether that's showing it enough, but it looks really nice. The foundation's really matte and flawless, but doesn't look really heavy. It all looks quite nice. I'm really happy with it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave me some feedback, and if you can think of any shows that I should be watching, let me know, because I am always on the hunt for a new, whether it be Netflix, on Prime, whatever. Let me know. And I'll see you soon.